I'm just gonna read off of what's on the page and answer the questions. Okay. Um, what perception do you have about healthy food? Um, so if we're talking about health foods or healthy food in general, I guess my personal perception is that I like it. I think maybe other people's perception is that it can be bland or not fun or flavorless, difficult to work with. I mean, if we're talking about health foods in general, but I personally think healthy food is nutritious, good for us, um, helps me meet my health goals, I guess. How often do you eat healthy food, and at what time of the day do you usually eat it? I don't think that I look at healthy food as a meal by meal type of thing. It's more so that I look at my diet as a healthy diet, and so there are healthy foods that I eat with all of my meals throughout the day. And yeah, what time do I usually eat it? Pretty much all day long. I eat some health foods on and off all day long. I don't just eat healthy foods. I'll admit that not all of the food that I eat is healthy. What do you think is the main reason why you eat healthy food? Well, the main reason is because it's healthy. Maybe it also has to do with the types of food that make me feel good. So I eat healthy foods to feel good, to maintain my weight. Yeah, just to live a healthier lifestyle in general. What kinds of healthy foods do you prefer? I think that the question is a little bit confusing, or just general. What kinds of healthy foods do I prefer? I mean, I guess I would say fruits and vegetables, or something that's not super processed, because I know there's some healthy foods like, let's say, granola bars are one item of food that people consider to be super healthy, but in reality they have a lot of sugar, and it's not really healthy. So I guess I would say that I prefer healthy whole foods instead of healthy processed foods. How long have you been living this lifestyle? So again, I think the question is a little bit confusing, because I never said I was living any sort of lifestyle. But if we're gonna say that I'm living a healthy lifestyle, then I've been trying to live a healthy lifestyle for, I don't know, maybe the last 5 years. I've at least made an attempt to be healthy. Alright, now let's look at this product introduction. Do you or your family consume jam? Could you tell me what flavors of jam you have purchased or you've had in your house in the last 12 months? I don't know if what's in the parentheses are the options or just like an example, but I consume jam? Yeah, occasionally we consume jam. In the last year, I've had blueberry jam, I had a strawberry jam, and I believe I had an apricot jam. About how many jars of jam and jelly have you bought? in the last 12 months. In the last 12 months, I bought two. I bought the blueberry and I bought the strawberry. Because I remember buying those very specifically at a farmer's market. And then my sister gave me the apricot jelly. What size jam container do you usually buy? So because we don't really eat a lot of sugar here, and because we don't really eat a lot of jam or things that we might need to use with the jam, I normally buy, I would say that looking at the chart, it looks like maybe the medium size. Yeah, the medium size. Do you buy jam throughout the year or only on special occasions? I wouldn't say that I go to the store looking for jam and buy it on a consistent basis. So I don't buy it throughout the year. I wouldn't say that I buy it on special occasions. I don't know, like holidays and stuff. Not really, but I do buy it in a specific situation. So, for example, if I go to a farmer's market and they have some homemade fresh jam, then I might buy that one. In which store do you buy most of your jams? The last time I bought jams, I bought them at a local farmer's market. The fruits were in season and the people who were selling them had made it themselves, so I thought, that was in line with the way that I like to eat my food, which is made at home. So yeah, I guess if I bought jam at a store, I do buy them at specialty stores. And that's because, specialty stores tend to have like unique flavors or meeting certain dietary restrictions. What are the reasons you buy there? I think I answered that a little bit. Because I know what's in it. Maybe I know the if it's at a farmer's market, maybe I know the people and I've had their product before, and so there's that level of trust and credibility. If I'm buying it at a specialty store, it's because maybe it's a store that I frequent, that I trust again, and maybe it's because they carry that product specifically. Have you heard of the blueberry fruit? Yes, I have heard of blueberries. Blueberries are small, dark blueberries with a sweetish taste with a touch of acid. They belong to the family of berries and are one of the healthiest fruits on the planet. They have a high content of antioxidants which fight premature aging, inflammation, good for the heart, eyesight, memory, and weight loss. Have you eaten blueberry jam? Yep, ate blueberry jam. I had some this year from the farmer's market. If yes, okay. Can you remember any brand of blueberry jam that you have consumed? If I can't remember all of those. I think that the blueberry jam that I had this year did actually have a label. It was Robert is Here is the name of the farmer's market where I got it, and they actually produce a bunch of different types of jams and flavored honeys, etc. And so that was the brand. But it's not a big a big brand, a big known brand. So, but I have had Smuckers before, not blueberry jam though. Maybe I had Smuckers and Welch's when I was a kid, but those were normally strawberry or grape jellies. What are the main reasons you chose that brand and not a different one? So I chose Robert is Here honestly, it was an impulse buy. I went there for the fruit. I saw they had a bunch of jams. They were made in-house with seasonal fruit, and so I decided to get it for that reason. And I also got some for gifts. So. If most jams you buy are not blueberry, what is the reason for it? Probably because there's really, like when you go to buy jams in general, I haven't really seen that many blueberry jams, so the reason I don't buy blueberry is because it's not available normally. Also, I might just not buy jam that often. If a new brand of blueberry jam with a natural sweetener is available in stores and the product is from Peru, would you try it? So if I went to a store and I happened to be browsing jams and I saw that, I guess it would be clearly marked that this is using natural sweetener and it's from Peru, I might be intrigued to buy it. I mean, I might try it. I don't know if I would go out of my way to look for something like that. Like, it would have to be like, in my face. But I would be intrigued. I mean, how are Peruvian blueberries different? What is this natural sweetener? I need to know a little more information about the product, and I might be intrigued to buy it. How would you prefer the blueberry jam to be? Very sweet, regular, low in sweet. Actually, I don't really like very sweet things. I would prefer it if there were 0 added sugars and it was just made with the natural sweetness of the blueberry jam. Now, as far as how I like my blueberries to be, how sweet I like my blueberries to be, I guess I like them a medium sweet. Here, I guess I would say low in sweet. Low in sweet. How would you prefer the texture of these jams to be? Very thick, regular, very thin. I'm gonna go with the very thick. That would be my preference. Maybe with some fruit pulp in it so I know it's real. How much would you be willing to pay for a blueberry jam? For a generic blueberry jam, I mean, I wouldn't go out of my way to look for one, so I wouldn't pay anything for it. I would need to have a little more information on this specific blueberry jam to decide how much I would pay for it. Now, let's say that the Peruvian blueberries have a new or unique quality to them. Let's say that it wasn't very sweet or had any added sugars. And let's say that it was, thick and I can see the fruit pulp in it. And it just looked like it's, small batch, organic, low sugar, delicious. Then in a medium size, I might pay maybe $8. That's in line with what I've paid before for a similar product. In what type of presentation would you like the jam to be offered? I always go with a glass jar for environmental reasons. And also, you get to keep the jar when you're finished with the jam. What weaknesses do you think our product may have? I don't really know much about your product. I guess that would be the weakness, is that all I know so far about your product is that it's a blueberry jam, it's from Peru, and it's made with a natural sweetener. Those are the only details that I was given. So I think that I need a lot more information. I need to know, you know, do these blueberries from Peru have any unique qualities, or are they something that I haven't seen in the market before? Is this product interesting enough, or does it provide me with enough benefits to make someone like me, who's not a jam consumer, a new consumer of this jam? So I do need a little more information to decide if there are any weaknesses or not. What suggestion would I give you for the product? Again, I would need a little more information about what the product actually is. But if I'm just assuming this is a generic blueberry jam, I would say I personally would want something natural, as minimally processed as possible, no added sugars, glass jar, and a little more information on, you know, maybe where the blueberries came from. Like, it doesn't have to be necessarily that these blueberries are magic blueberries, but maybe they come from a specific type of farming practice, or, you know, an up and coming agricultural segment, something that, you know, it needs to be something different, is all I'm saying. It needs to be something that's not currently on the market for me to be interested in a blueberry jam. That's it.